vores land. Helvedestykkere, vi bringer storm. For frihedens ild, vi danner en norm. Mørket brænder, lyset skær. Vi kæmper for frihed, hvor intet er. Fjendens kræfter skyer vi ej. Superjord kalder, vi går i leg. Vores hjerter stål, vor vilje stærk. Turet skygger, vi står som værk. De kalder os gale, men vi er ret. For helvedes stykker er altid set. Helvedes stykker, vi falder som lyn. For superjords frihed, for folkets syn. I flammer og blod, vi holder fast. Tyranniets rige skal blive til ask. Frihedens lys, vi bærer i strid. For superjord kæmper vi.
Evening Shreedams, Ikashuga Yaki enthusiasts. That's Japanese-style ginger squid, by the way, which sounds absolutely delicious right now. That was Helvetsdiker by Rogan Ravenheart, which translates to Helldiver in the Danish tongue. I know this might come as a bit of a shock to some, but I also happen to love finding music in other languages, and this was just exotic, powerful, and had a rockin' great sound. Exactly what I'd come to expect from one of the Liberation Fleet's most legendary soundsmiths. Now, before I get into the galactic news for tonight, I want to showcase some interesting productions in regards to my fans and admirers. First on the list tonight is a piece of fan art from Irely Batch's daughter. Just look at this. Honestly, she nailed my exact bodily posture while I'm recording, especially when I'm able to be super smug about a super Earth, super victory. Like, that's the expression of someone who just saw an Illuminate harvester catch a 500 kg right to the eye. I'm also especially amused by this little creature version of me under the desk, which I understand is also drawn by Arwe. Apparently this is what she thinks a high-explosive murder goblin looks like, and I greatly approve. Now, get this, dear listeners. Arwe is 13, and her father, a moderator on the Low Sodium Helldivers Discord and great personal friend of mine, Badger, built her a gaming computer specifically so that she could join us on the front lines. So, not only is she possessed of incredible artistic talent, she's right there next to the likes of Commander Rod, the Ghost of Tibet, and Nari Lushra, spreading the light of democracy to the dark places of the galaxy that need it most. Yes, indeed. The many enemies of Super Earth are going to find out exactly how hard every man, woman, and child over 7 will work to stop them. I'll be following your career with great interest, young lady. Next on the broadcast list for tonight is, I have fanfiction. Oh yes, I do not exaggerate whatsoever. Penned by Lumina, one of my best, most active fans here on the channel, and leader of the illustrious Liberty Legion, Angel of the Airwaves tells the tale of my early green rookie days, where I was familiarizing myself with stratagems and learning the basics so I didn't get reduced to a fine layer of mulch. This was way before we had the fist unit tech, so the concept of some terminate hopped up on Mountain Dew re-alphabetizing my internal organs was very much a realistic possibility. And I like where all of my organs are right now, please and thank you. Now, I'm almost finished with chapters 1 through 7 of this, and Lumina put this together while I was on medical leave, so he had to use some AI narration for female characters in this, as I was not available to lend my own vocal talents. But really, the fact that I have fanfiction made of me is just brain-implodingly awesome. The link to the audiobook form of Angel of the Airwaves and Notch channel is available in the description below if you want to take a look. So, Not, Arwe, thank you so much for these fine works of art and script. I'll try my hardest to live up to the positive opinion that you both have of me, and to earn this pedestal that others place me upon. All of this is especially fitting because February 8th marks the 1-year anniversary of the Second Galactic War, and the 5th of the following month happens to be my birthday. It's also also my own enlistment anniversary, so all of this nostalgia revolving around my early days is very welcome. With fan words covered, I have a small bit of community news here. Earlier today, Chief Intelligence Officer for the Sentinel Defense Force, Nyros, was ambushed and attacked by scourge divers. I guess that last news report hit a nerve. I heard that he managed to escape from the fight, though I do hope that he put a few scourges in the dirt first and made it back to the SEAF HQ. But the Defense Force itself has since declared war on the scourge divers, and I offered Mercy's services to help track them, which my robotic bestie responded to with gusto. Scourge divers are low enough in number as to get away with a decentralized style of operation and are able to constantly keep on the move, attacking soft targets on the border between Automaton Collective and Super-Earth space. But they do leave clues as to their plans and whereabouts behind, enough to narrow down prior locations and intended destinations. With all of this in mind, it appears that a direct conflict between the Sentinel Defense Force and the Scourge Divers is inevitable. Yeah, Merc Divers PMC, give me 10,000 super creds on the SDF and let it ride. You know I'm good for it, and if we get a payout from the EMTC, put that on them too. Now, with all that said and done, we finally have some news from the Galactic Sphere. BugDivers have prioritized the liberation of Heeth and, borrowed the DSS talents again for most of the day to help vaporize large quantities of bugs there. So far, the plan seems to be working. Heeth will pass 50% liberation tonight, but this has come at a cost of Cirrus becoming basically abandoned. Honestly, it's not a bad approach. Cut Cirrus off from further Sporefall events and come back to it later to finish clearing the Orion sector out good and proper. Since then, the Calimari Crusaders yeeted Decay over to Kraz, where it is wowing the crowd with its Eagle Storm ability. Super-Earth aircraft have been deleting whole scores of voteless out of existence with strafing runs and are inflicting serious losses to the Illuminate, who cannot get away as quickly because of interceptions in low orbit. Even so, Mercy's projections indicate that the squids look like they might escape with their full abduction quota anyway, denying us the fourth successful defense for Operation Democracy Delivered. This is especially hurtful as the Spherion defense did not succeed today either, leaving the Super-Earth Intelligence Agency, not to be confused with the Ministry of Truth, to rebuild their backup command center on the planet. That's been Liberty's latest with me, Ponderatheradioangel. Between the Illuminate lightning rage, the unending tide of Terminate, and interfactional conflict, it really feels like things are heating up on the Galactic Sphere. You're gonna want to keep it all locked in here for all of the latest and greatest reports of violence. I'll see you all first thing tomorrow morning to see how the night crew progressed on the Grand Celestial stage. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.